In this video, we will discuss about resistance of a system of resistors. Now, what actually is resistance of a system of resistors? In the preceding sections, we learnt about some simple electric circuits. We have also noticed how the current through a conductor depends upon its resistance and also the potential difference across its ends. So, in various electrical gadgets and electronic devices, we often use resistors of various combination. We simply don't just use one resistor, we use combinations of resistors. Now, therefore, let us apply Ohm's law to these combination of resistors and observe. So, how do we actually categorize them? So, we actually categorize them into series and parallel combinations. Now, first see series combination. What is a series combination? If you can look at this particular electric circuit diagram, you can observe that in this circuit diagram, there are three resistors R1, this is R1, R2 and R3. All are connected end to end respectively. If you can see, the end of this R1 is connected to the starting point of R2. The end of R2 is connected to the starting point of R3. And if you can see, the end of R3 is again connected to, see, no other resistance is in between. It is connected to the starting point of R1. So if you can observe, they are all connected end to end. So in such a combination, or if such a combination of resistors is seen where they are connected to end respectively, then you say that it is a series combination. See, the wire, if you can see, they are joined. This wire is between resistor R1 and R2. They are joining. This is the joining one. Even this is joining R2 and R3. And this is joining R3 and R1. So they are joined end to end. So all these arrows show the connecting wires, and you can see there are no dropouts. They are continuously joined like a wire only. They are end to end joined. See, they are joined. There are no disturbances in between. There are no points or attachments in between. Now let us see what is a parallel combination. So this is a parallel combination. In a parallel combination, usually you can observe they're attached as points or tied to as points. If you can observe, there are three resistors in this particular parallel combination too. But there is a slight difference. Here, the combination of resistors, so there are three, that is R1, R2 and R3, which are put in between the points. So this is a point which is I and this is a point I. So they are present in between these 2 points. So these three resistors are said to be connected in parallel. See, you can see they are connected in parallel. Why? Because they are present connected in between these 2 points. They are not in a line. See, if you can see in this particular combination, they are connected end to end. There is no zigzag formation or there is no another shape formation. But if you can see, it is exactly like a box, or they are not continuous. One is above, the other one is below, and the one is actually in connection with this particular circuit. So if you can observe in this particular diagram, they are present in between the 2 points, and it is parallel combination where they are connected to the ends. The ends are clipped, so they are not present in a single line or they are not connected. So such a combination of resistors is called as a parallel combination. And if you can observe, in this particular circuit, the current flow is constant. So this is just I. So this will flow across this complete circuit diagram. But if you can observe in this parallel combination, it is not connected end to end. There is a splitting of current. There is a splitting of the wire. If you can see, the wire is connected to this, again this, again this. So it seems like this wire is actually splitting. So since it is a parallel combination and both of all these resistors are not actually, so these three resistors are not connected in a single line or a single a way, then we can actually observe even the current is splitting. So through R1 you can see current I1, through R2 you can see current I2, and through R3 you can see current I3. So every resistor present in a parallel combination will have a different current that will be flowing through it. So this is parallel combination. If you can observe, this is splitting. Here in this end also it is splitting. You can see the blue lines. So between these 2 points, there are 3 resistors. And this is the voltage. And if you can observe all these diagrams, you can see there are various diagrams. So now tell me, like just guess what are the connections here. If you can observe this particular circuit diagram, you can see point A and point B, and in between these 2 points you can see 3 resistors, R1, R2 and R3. They are not connected in a line, or they are not connected end to end. That is why they are said to be in parallel combination. So this particular circuit has resistors which are 3 in number in parallel combination. While if you look at this particular circuit diagram, you can see all the resistors are in a line. They are connected end to end respectively. So R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. There is no disturbance or no points or clipped ends. So this particular resistor is said to be in series combination. But if you observe these two, this one and this one, these two circuit diagrams, you can see both parallel and series. If you can see, this is parallel and this one is, this and this one are in series. If you can see, these are parallel and these two are in series. So in this particular diagram, you can just observe there are combinations of resistors which show both series and parallel combination. So you have to calculate series and parallel separately when you are calculating the resistance or the current flow. So they are called the combination of resistors, combinations of series and parallel resistors. So this is how you actually differentiate and say what is a series combination and what is a parallel combination of resistors. Thank you.